Jazz, I want to talk about the perfect post.
I can't wait for this because you can always do the perfect post.
Right.
Bullshit.
Yes. We know in time. So you've been producing content very consistently for 3-4 years now.
Yeah, call it 3 years for
and
sure.
And we've been helping a number of real estate agents and mortgage brokers produce their own content for 8 months. And we're running into this.
And that's important, sorry, Laura, because now we have real data. Like
yes.
in that 8 months, we've seen consistently 30, 35 people come and kind of go, and now we got a lot of data.
Yeah, and I want to talk to those people and other people who are thinking about producing content about this idea of the perfect post, because I think what happens is we all get in our own way because we think that there's a perfect post, there's a perfect video, there's a perfect audio, there's a perfect blog write-up. Here's the thing, guys, when you're producing content, there is no such thing as a perfect post.
It doesn't exist, and to the other extreme, what I would say is put out every piece of content that you produce. That might sound like a massive mind fuck for everybody who's watching or listening right now. Like, what do you mean? I gotta touch it up. I gotta airbrush it. Look, if you're a real estate agent or mortgage broker, the people that I think are watching and listening right now, okay? If you're an Instagram influencer, somebody who wants to have a podcast or a show or a webinar.
Who wants to be like a YouTube star.
Or like CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all that kind of stuff. We're not speaking to you right now. We're speaking to real estate agents and mortgage brokers. And I emphasize that because your job is to meet people and help them buy, sell, and invest. Educate them, make it easy for them to do business. But you, in today's day and age, you need to put out content because that's where everyone's awareness is. And so if you know that's your focus, meet people, help them buy, sell, and invest, and you do need to put out content, then you need to put out a lot of content. Some is going to work, some is not going to work, but let the marketplace decide
that. Well, that's just it. When people say to us, like, I don't like this post.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't like that post.
Yeah.
But maybe everyone else would have liked that post. And the only way you're going to know that if other people are resonating with you is by testing stuff. You got to put stuff out there to get the feedback. And I really think it boils down to this. It's insecurities. It usually always comes down to something in and around fear.
For sure.
Right? I hear it often. Laura, my hair doesn't look good today. I don't want to record. I have a bit of a cold. I don't want to record. I have a pimple on my face, and I don't want that to be on camera.
Look, you said that, and I think you're trying to take a jab at me.
I am,
because
I can't not stare at the pimple on my face.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
Now.
The listeners can't see that. I'm 40 years old.
They might be able to see that. That's
Laura,
how big it is.
Laura, I'm 40 years old. Oh, no, the listeners, because that was a good one. I like where you took that one. I like where you took that one. I'm 40 years old. I got a massive pimple on my face, and I've shot more content this past week with the thing because I just don't care. If somebody's not going to do business with me because I'm 40 years old and I have a pimple on my face, fuck, there's 6.6 million people in the greater Toronto area, 30 million in Canada, 330 million in North America. Like, there's a lot of people that you can go out and do business with. So stop this thought process that you need to have the perfect look. It needs to sound perfect. Here's the cool thing with human beings, especially the ones that are in your community, your clients, the ones that you've done business with, or the ones that you're probably hoping to do business with. They'll give you a long leash if they see that you're trying.
Well, that's just it. And on social media, it's not like you're sending someone a direct email or you're sending them a flyer in the mail, and you want to make sure there's no spelling mistakes and you want the quality of the image to be good. Like, I get all that. I really do. I'm not suggesting like put out crap, but I'm suggesting that on social media, when people are on the Instagrams of the world, you have to think about yourself when you're at home at night. You're on your phone, maybe your spouse or partner's watching something on TV. You're probably watching it first and foremost without any sound on.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So when people say the audio quality is bad, I don't like how I'm sounding. No one's watching it with the audio.
85% of people watch videos without the audio on their reading.
Perfect. Okay, so there's that. Then, again, picture you with your phone. You're scrolling like this. It's fast. Sometimes you might read a caption. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get halfway through. Maybe your kid comes and interrupts you and you forget about the post. And so the mindset of a person when they're on the social media platforms is not like they think that something has to be beautifully curated, right? And so think of that. So think about marketing to people in that time. I never understand this. And so there is no care that is perfect. I put up things with spelling mistakes in it all the time.
Well, Lord,
and no one ever says anything to me.
I'm so glad that you brought that up, because this new format for the FTGU show is going to be 7-8 minutes, quick hits for our realtors and our mortgage agents, all surrounded around content. Today's talk is about the perfect post. You mentioned spelling mistakes. I can't spell half the things that I say.
Yes,
but here's
I know
the
that.
one. Here's the one. Like if you know me long enough, I'm not a flexer, but I'm gonna flex hard right now because I really want the real estate agents and mortgage brokers to get this. For the last 2.5 years, I have been spelling the word paid, P-A-Y-E-D. Okay?
I don't know why I chose
Check
to
this.
go into business with you.
Check this out. Here's why.
That's an important word.
And here's
to
the
know.
flex. Here's the flex.
Yeah.
In the last, I think I said 2.5 years, call it 2 years, just for argument's sake. I've been spelling it like that. Just like subconsciously, you know, like I'm writing pay and then I go paid, P-A-Y-E-D. In the last 2 years, I've sold over 450 homes myself. Millions of dollars I have made. So now laugh at me. Not you, but anybody else in the world. Right? Check this for a second. Check this. Here's what's practically happened. My clients didn't give a shit. They didn't even read it, because here's what I really know. Like, scientifically proven. We as humans, we read the first letter and the last letter of most words. So you put it together yourself anyways. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of memes out there where all the words, all the letters in the middle of the word are mixed up, but you can still put it. I guess that's what's happening. It doesn't matter. I just hope somebody's watching and listening right now. And if you're scared, and this is where I want you to go for the next 30, 45 seconds, because I know you had a little bit of insecurities getting over, like, how did you get over that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it just really took practice. Like, I think it's one of those things. If everything you wanted, I'm not saying put stuff out that has spelling mistakes. I'm not urging you to do that. But I'm saying if something exists and something comes to you and you've taken the time to write a caption and there's a mistake and you go back, you've wasted way too much time already. Because what you needed to do was put that out there and move on with your life. Now go meet people and sell real estate. Like the one post, no one's going to judge you for the one post. They're going to judge you as a collective, right?
You say it all the time. Quality comes out of
the quantity. And so for me, it was about, I felt uncomfortable, but quite frankly, I think I lucked out because I was around someone like you, who I knew you didn't give a shit about what you were putting out there, and that kind of got me outside my comfort zone. I was like, look, people are resonating with Jazz. Like, your engagement, your community, they love you. They love that you can't spell. They love that you talk about your sweaty hands and your lazy eye. They love that you put out all those things because now they have nothing on you. And they think that that's so authentic of you. And they really drive with you. And that was inspiring for me because then I thought, well, damn, if I just be myself, then maybe I can build up a community like that as well. And if everything that I put out is perfect and my hair's always done and my makeup's always done, I mean, there's just not enough hours in the day. I don't have time to do that. And so I would only get like one post out a week versus now I can speak with my community. I can get the engagement and the feedback every single day.
Right. And so what I was thinking about when you were speaking about like not putting out the perfect post. I mean, how many times have we said and ah, and I've stuttered, you've stuttered, you kind of went off on a tangent, like in this 5-7 minutes that we've been talking, but we're not shutting it down. And some of you who are watching or listening are saying, that blonde girl and that brown guy, I'm not ever watching them. Awesome. I'm not going to waste your time. You're not going to waste my time. It's perfect. Now, if in a real life situation as well, when you're speaking to your client at their home for the listing, at your office for an offer, you're going to do the ums and the ahs. And you're not going to ask them to start the conversation over again. They're going to think you're on crack.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? It's regular. People will connect with you a lot more if you put out who you really are.
But here's what I think happens is people don't come at it from the concept of the principles of plenty, right? People think that there's just not enough business to go around, and they think, oh my gosh, if I say something or I look a certain way and I repel somebody or I spell a mistake and someone doesn't want to do business with me, if I repel one person, I won't get their business. But that's okay. Guys, there's a lot of business to go around.
How many people in the GTA? It's over 6 million.
I was going to say 6 million
over 6
now.
million people in the GTA, right? Like, some will, some won't. So what? Our promise was to stay under 10 minutes. I think we did that. What I took out of this conversation was just a reminder on what you always say, that the quality will come out of the quantity. Start the feedback loop.
So my my urge to everybody, what I'd like to see everyone do is this week, take your camera out, take your phone out, put it in selfie mode, record something, and put it up. Stop thinking about it.